Hey, Taffer here, and welcome back to Dragon Age: The Veilguard. I am heading this way. And then apparently I'm heading this way.
Wait, that room wasn't there before. I don't think.
I don't remember.
Therefore, Harding must have put my pack here. It makes sense. Better place to sleep than the infirmary. Guess I can spare a few moments to unpack my things.
Okay. Place broken chains.
I helped a lot of Minratha's slaves escape to freedom the night I met Varric. Then the Magisters cracked down in retaliation, and the Shadow Dragons decided I was too much trouble to keep around. We could have taken a stand and dared the Magisters to come after us. At least people are free because of what I did.
Okay.
Varric and his life lessons. I asked him how we were supposed to stop Solus, and he gave me this. Take a long, hard look in it, kid. It'll always show the face of a hero who can get it done.
Choosing one will...
A damn good-looking hero, if I do say so.
Alright,
A peddler gave me this after I saved his caravan from bandits. He told me nobles think of ruling like a game of chess, that each move determined what mark humanity will leave on the world. He had fancy silks from Orlais, statuettes from the wilds down south. I could have listened to stories all night about places he'd been. Now I'm getting to see some of those places myself.
One more.
The tools every professional scoundrel needs when learning the trade. I spent as much time picking locks and mixing poisons as I did training with blades or a bow. It took me so long learning to get the alchemical mixtures just right. But what I learned saved my life more than once.
Alright.
Right. That's better. Now, how do I connect to Solus? Just sleep or relaxing? Maybe if I clear my mind.
Okay, what's gonna happen now?
Back so soon. It must have been worse than I had thought.
Maybe it was.
Hello, Dreadwolf.
But perhaps I am mistaken. You may be here to correct me, to tell me that my concerns were unfounded. You could not possibly be here to take advice from the one you called the Elven God of Lies.
So you're gonna be insufferable about it. See, this is the reason nobody likes you.
I led a rebellion for centuries that culminated in the creation of the Veil and the destruction of the Elven Empire.
Okay, this is among the reasons nobody likes you.
My information was accurate. Now you realize that the danger is real.
Maybe.
I need to know what the gods are planning.
You are asking for knowledge no mortal in this world is privy to. If I am to share it with you, I need to know what makes you the right person to lead the fight against Algernon and Gillenane.
I punch up, you should know. I'm not in charge.
I'm not in charge of everyone. I'm just leading my little team until Varric is back on his feet.
I understand your fear. Declare yourself the leader, and others may think you power-hungry, no better than those you oppose.
I didn't say I was afraid. I met Varric when he asked the Shadow Dragons for help with freeing an old friend from Venatori's slavers. The Shadow Dragons had a safe plan that wasn't going to work.
So, you and Varric led an armed rebellion and dealt a devastating blow to the Venatori.
Maybe.
How'd you know that?
You helped Varric pursue me for the better part of a year. It would have been foolish not to learn about who was hunting me.
Then you know I'm not interested in a fancy title. But when something needs doing, I do it.
I suppose I was not so different when I started.
Started what?
My rebellion against the Evanuris. The Elven Gods, as you call them. They wish to reclaim their dominion over this world. To accomplish that, they will need two things. First, the Blight. What exists in this world is a bare fragment of its power. The rest is imprisoned, until they release it.
Okay. Why blight the world? It's bigger than what we have.
I don't understand. Elgernon and Gillenane were elves like you, right? Why would they want to blight the world?
It is my fault. As the Dread Wolf, I was a thorn in their side. When my efforts weakened their grasp on the Elven people, they grew frustrated, then desperate.
And turned to the Blight.
Once the corruption took hold of them, they were blind to its horror. It was just another source of power for them. Now they would blight the world without hesitation, and call us backward and foolish for opposing them.
And we stop them. How do we stop them?
What would they need to do to free the Blight? And how do we stop them from doing it?
They will need to pierce the veil to reach the Blight's prison. My Lyrium dagger is one of the few artifacts capable of doing so.
We've already recovered it from the ritual site.
Excellent. Then they will have to make their own. That will give you time.
You said the gods needed two things, and the Blight is the first. What's the second?
Followers. They have called themselves gods. And what is a god without worshippers to sing their praises?
You think they want the elves back? I don't think the elven people will bend a knee to blighted murderous monsters.
Agreed. Algernon and Gillenane care little for the elves. They will find worshippers among those hungry for power. Tyrants and bullies. The cruel and the corrupt, who fear their own vulnerability and seize any chance to feel strong. If you hunt them, they will lead you to Algernon and Gillenane.
Thanks.
Thank you. I'll go poke at the cruel and the corrupt, and we'll see what we find.
The Veravas, the lighthouse Soluvian, can take you anywhere, if you master its secrets. Have you done so?
No.
Not yet, but we've got one of the Veil Jumpers working on it. She'll get it sorted, and we'll see how it goes.
Yes. I suppose we will. And when you speak with Varric, please tell him that I regret what happened.
Dun dun dun. New appearances for your equipment. Appearances can be modified from the wardrobe in your room. Can it now? Oh. Enter decoration mode. Change decor. Rogue's practice kit. I mean, I have two of them? Or did I move it? I moved it. Ha-ha. I want it there. Alright, what can I change now? I'll go with that. Hmm. Sure. I don't have anything really good for casual wear. This. Eh. I will just see the armor as I get it. The helm I don't have turned on. You know what? I'll do the same for my weapons. I don't need anything fancy yet. I hate this outfit. But that will change, I'm assuming. Alright, Varric, where are you? You're in this one. Hey, buddy.
So Solus told the truth about the gods.
You heard? It's bad, Varric. If you'd seen Demeter's crossing...
The team needs to act fast. And it can't do that with me leading from a bed.
Yeah, I can.
You've got to take point on this.
I can't replace you.
I can't do what you do. I've barely been holding it together in the short time you've been out.
You don't need to do what I do. You just need to get it done. Rook, when I put this team together, what did I look for? A detective to find the Dreadwolf, and a scout to get us the lay of the land. Exactly the people he'd expect me to recruit. Disciplined, predictable. And then there's you. Remember when we first met, kid?
No.
You risked your neck to bring down an entire slavery ring. Pretty much by yourself.
I had help.
Sure. I got winded about 5 minutes in. You did most of the work. Ticked off a bunch of Minrath's big shots, but you've got a knack, kid.
For what?
Finding a way through the wildest shit I've ever seen. With a plan that no one expects. On the best day of his life, Solus wouldn't see you coming, Rook. And don't worry. I'll still be here to talk if you need me.
There is something. When I took over at the ritual site, I had to make a call on who came with me to knock over that statue. It was the first decision I made leading this team, and Harding got hurt because of it.
You made a decision with the best information you had. Sometimes you do that, and people end up hurt. Or worse.
What would you have done?
What would I have done? Probably gotten myself killed and failed to stop the ritual if you hadn't stepped in. A good leader isn't someone who never makes mistakes. It's someone who admits when they make one. That's how you earn their trust.
Demeter's crossing was awful. While we were there, we found one survivor, the mayor.
You took him back to the Veil Jumpers.
Yeah.
Not everyone was happy about my decision. We're just starting out, and I'm already losing their trust.
The key to earning the team's trust isn't to only make decisions everyone agrees with. It's showing the team that they can tell you whatever's on their mind, even if they think you're full of crap. And know you'll listen.
Did Nev tell you about me talking to Solus in the Fade?
I had some good arguments with Chuckles back in the day. I can't imagine being stuck with him in my head. But how are you feeling about it?
It doesn't matter how I feel about it. We can't stop the gods without what he knows.
And there you go. You don't have to love him to deal with him.
He also asked me to tell you that he regrets what happened. Hurting you, I mean.
Chuckles is sentimental. He could burn the world down, and the thing that would make him cry is a single flower with blackened petals.
I'll let you get some rest.
You're gonna be fine, Rook. Hey, one last thing before you go. I've been racking my brain thinking of contacts who might help us with these gods.
You got any ideas?
Nothing.
The Warden,
But
Hawk,
being a leader isn't about having all
the
the answers
Inquisitor.
yourself. It's about knowing who does. Nev has connections to a whole world that Harding and I barely know. Might be worth talking to her.
Will do. Thanks, Varric.
Well, the warden's probably dead by now.
Anytime.
Look at Hawk. The Inquisitor.
You can stop fussing over me. Go see what the others are up to.
Okay. Let's see what the others are up to. What? Workshop. Upgrading equipment at the caretaker's workshop will increase an item's statistics. Okay. I'll help you upgrade. Okay. I'm not gonna play with that right now. Oh, I missed one. More gold.
Hey, Nev. Hi, Wisps.
Yeah, they're still here. But you're here for leads. You want allies to go after the gods? I've got places to look, if we can get anywhere but Arlathan.
Valara's working on it. What have you got?
Let's start with the angles we know. The gods are corrupt magic personified. Who do we hire to fight that?
Warden.
First, the Antivan Crows.
You want to fight gods with assassins?
Not just any assassin. Their most feared mage killer, the Demon of Virantium.
Working with a feared mage killer doesn't bother you?
If he doesn't have a contract out on me, it's not a problem.
You think a trained killer will like us?
What's not to love? The demon got his nickname taking out blood mages and Venatori. From everything I've learned, the reputation was earned. I never uncovered his real name, and there's been fewer stories the last few years. But the Crows would know. I can set a meeting with their bosses.
Alright, let's give it a try.
Time to make new friends.
We'll see if it works.
You said the crows were first. What's next?
A trip home.
Back to Minrathous.
Capital city and heart of Tevinter. An empire of mages that knows a thing or two about corrupt magic. And who fights the worst of it?
The Shadow Dragons. Good idea. Resist the gods with our own resistance group.
If the gods enter the empire, our contacts back home might get something.
Years with the Shadow Dragons, and this is the first time we've worked together.
Directly. I gather information for the Shadows. You might have used one of my leads. And I've heard of you.
I bet everyone heard about the Nessus job.
You were right to avoid Minrathous after. More than one Magister wanted your head. It was good work, though. And we've got more ahead.
We're experts on evil magic. Mr. Shadow Dragons, it's your job to help people.
We train to be the best at countering evil magic. Time to prove it.
Were you missing a challenge?
Maybe?
So we talked to the crows in Antiva and the Shadow Dragons in Minrathous.
I wouldn't mind checking in on my neighborhood either. If Balara's ready for us.
Yeah. Should check how things are going.
Alright. Let's do this.
Almost there. I just have to. Shit! Sorry.
Can I help?
No, I got it. Mostly. Mirrors are funny things, aren't they?
No.
Reflections. They distort reality, no matter what you try. And there's the trick. Control that distortion. There you have it.
What is that place?
If I had to guess, it's the Fade. Another part of it, I mean.
Didn't Morrigan say this Illuvian could go anywhere? Didn't think that meant elsewhere in the Fade.
She called it the Vir of Us. Freedom of ways. I wonder...
If you have an idea what that place is, Balara, share it. We don't have time to waste.
Some of the older texts talk about a place in the Fade where all the Illuvians meet. A crossroads where you could travel across all of Thedas in just minutes.
Right. We saw something similar when we were chasing Solus. I wonder if it's the same.
It is alike, and it is not.
Neat trick.
Either you found some way to get into the lighthouse without us seeing, or you've been here all along. Not sure which one worries me more.
The Wolf's Fang. You carry it now.
Yeah?
Old paths. A new journey. Through there. I will wait.
Well, can't tell if that's a trap or not. But we're short on options. One way to find out.
And it didn't feel dangerous, you know? Almost more... sad.
Just because something's sad doesn't mean it isn't dangerous.
I can think of an example or two that proves that.
And
Okay.
we still don't know what this Illuvian's gonna do. One of us should probably stay behind in case it closes.
Okay.
Good point.
Just tell us when you're ready to go, Rook, and then we can figure out what's going on.
Okay. What do you got? Skills? Okay, you're the healer. What is this? I want that. What is this? I want that. Okay, you're coming with me because you're the healer. What do you got? Time and ice magic. What do you got? You also have heals. Okay. I'm probably going to get my ass kicked a lot, so I will take the two healers. Simple as that. Change party. I want you. And I want you. Confirm party? Yes. Start quest. Oh, I hate that outfit.
Hello again. Who are you?
A caretaker. I go where I am needed, Dweller. Now, I am here.
And where is here?
The crossroads.
Okay. Sure, I knew that.
Oh, the crossroads. Right. Of course.
The Evenurus hunger for the crossroads. Their influence is spreading. Blight, death, madness. They send their minions to claim this place. The
crossroads is in a time of need, Dweller. I cannot protect you.
You don't have to. If you're standing against the gods, then consider us reinforcements.
Okay. Fast travel unlocked.
Light, roots, and magical seals? What's through there?
What is this way?
Yeah, this dock seems sturdy.
Interesting.
So, you can ferry us to the other islands?
Winds await, Dweller.
Okay.
I'll take that as a yes.
Places between.
Once again, I have no idea what I'm doing.
The spirits here were driven out. Refugees now from the gods' minions. I have summoned the guardians of the crossroads to protect them. Beware. The guardians repel all interlopers.
Ancient defenders aren't very discerning.
The Fater! That's where they're breaking through.
Gods and their fade tearing. Let's cut them off!
More for the gods!
I am your vessel. Trouble coming. More!
Continue the punishment!
You are tough.
Double your efforts! And mine!
On your right!
Strike at them again!
Not enough. I didn't use it. Heal me, please.
For sure.
You're still up.
Nice hit, Rook.
That was all luck and barely anything. You guys actually helped out that time.
These routes may be unbound, Dweller. Seek out what holds it closed.
Examine the bladed roots.
The gods' blight and blood magic has sealed the way. Only their champion may open it.
A champion?
It dwells on this island. Challenge the champion and claim its essence. this path will open to you.
Ah. Alright, looks like I'm going this way. Fast travel
can't hold
unlocked.
them off for long. Is there something inside it? That's the champion we're looking for. Watch yourselves.
Oh! Yeah,
Don't stay there.
thanks. Thank you. I'm moving.
Clean up.
Look, it left something.
Cool.
Well, that's a...
That's the essence we need. It's cold. Oh, hope I don't have to carry it for too long.
Heal me, please.
Laura, nice.
What's up here?
An altar to a wolf. Bet I know who that's for.
Okay. That did a thing. Okay. Alright, I need another one. Okay, before we do that... Neat.
Watch ahead.
Oh.
Ranged incoming.
That's room for ya.
Nothing, nothing. Okay, there is the other one. So I pretty much have to keep her with me.
Sure, here we go.
So what did that do?
be ready.
Ow.
Finish them off.
Yomi? Thank you.
You got it.
Not sure where they came from. Other side. That's the path I'm taking. Alright.
As the gods' champion passed freely, so will you.
Skills. I was moving my way up. So that to that path. To that.
I didn't know this many Illuvians still existed. Where do they go?
Time to find out.
Alright, what's this one? Open the journal to contract shadow dragons or recruit an assassin. Track down 3 sources of corruption in the crossroads. This area will unlock later during the team's travels. Travel to Venter via the crossroads or travel to Docktown via the crossroads or fast travel. I could do that. So what's this want me to do? Where am I going? Oh. Wants me to go back. So let's go to the crows. Alright, I don't want to go back just yet. Vive the crows. Something else up there. Can I get up this way? Doesn't seem like it. Alright, but there is something up there. Or is it up here? Either way, can't go there yet. So we're doing this. Change party. I want you. Wait. I can only take one person with me. You will meet... So that's who I'm gonna grab. I'll grab you. Because I need you for the secret shit. If it wasn't for that, you wouldn't be coming with me.
Treviso, one of the finest cities in Antiva, now living under occupation. Let's hope our crow contact can meet us.
Welcome to Antiva. You must be Rook.
Maybe. Everyone shouldn't know my name. I'm supposed to be a Shadow Dragon rogue, but...
And you're Andaratea Cantori, of the Crows?
Thea, please. Come. My associate Viago is gathering the others. We can talk business when we arrive.
The documents, it's all there.
My friend says come with us.
How long have the Antam soldiers been here?
We have suffered their company for too long. The Antam reached a stalemate in their war with Tevinter. Some turned here instead. Antiva was rich, comfortable, and has no standing army to stop them.
You went to the physician.
She stretched it well enough.
Let's go. Why are we so far away?
It must be hard, dealing with the Antam.
This occupation will not last. The Antivan crows remain. And one day, I will see a knife through every would-be tyrant's throat. We have arrived.
Finally.
This is not what I expected.
Welcome to the Cantori Diamond.
You're the client.
This is Rook. Did you want a drink? I promise not to let Viago near it.
Viago de Riva, 5th Talon. And this is Catarina de la Morte, 1st Talon of the Crows.
An honor. And you are?
Ilario de la Morte, her grandson. What brings you here?
Right. My target is a pair of elven gods, or that's what they call themselves. They're ancient blighted mages. My detective says you have a man who brought blood mages and Venatori to their knees.
Lucanus. My grandson. They called him the Demon of Virantium.
But he's been missing for
He was
5
the
years.
one who did
You have to
those
find him.
jobs.
Sending a demon to take down a god. Sounds like a plan.
It's a nonsense plan, but that's not important. Lucanus de la Morte is dead.
What I say doesn't leave this room. The body our people brought back was not my grandson. It was dressed in his clothing, but it had been altered with blood magic to have his face.
My cousin is still alive? And you didn't think to tell me?
His ship was attacked. We knew someone sold him out. So you kept your suspicions to yourself.
But you brought it up now. Why?
I've had eyes on the Venatori ever since they took my grandson from me. They were hunting your dread wolf. And what you did to his ritual threw them into disarray. They made mistakes, and now I have a location. The Oshuri, where the demon of Virantium is kept. Find this ossuary. Free Lucanus. You'll have your god killer. And I'll have my grandson.
Come. Katarina arranged a boat. One of our mages will meet us there.
A boat?
Did you think the Venatori would keep a normal prison? Or that one could hold the demon of Byzantium? The ossuary lies beneath the sea. A fact I learned mere minutes ago.
But the enchantments required must be immense.
You're not happy Katarina kept this from you.
Would you be? Lucanus is family. Maybe she thought I'd act too rash if it meant saving him. And now, who can say if he's even still alive?
Well, I was
There.
close.
You take the boat. I'll make sure we weren't.
Are you coming with us?
It's possible we've been watched. If all of us vanish from the dock, you play the alluring hero. I know Treviso. If we have a tail, I have a better chance of distracting their interest.
Do you, though? You just led us here, and now we're gone, so... If you let us here, they're going to assume we're important for something and come after us, and who cares about you? This will take forever.
So how do we get in?
You'll see.
Should have taken the mage with me. Tinkerer is not going to help if that water comes down.
Someone or something already took down the guards.
Let's hope we don't run into whatever did that. Do we think Lucanus is still alive? I guess there's one way to find out.
The other wardens don't want you to go near that crow cell anymore. Can't we get someone else to do it? Slaves, maybe.
Look. So, this is the ossuary. This doesn't look like any prison I've seen.
That's a big fish. That's a really big fish. Is this a thing? No, it's not. So we're supposed to be underwater right now. This could have been anywhere. Why did it have to be underwater? I guess that's the end of the bubble. Oh. What is this? Okay, that's just a big hole. There's obviously something over there. Nothing to interact with at the moment. Alright. Not going that way this time.
Well, we're not going that way.
This place looks elven. I bet it's been underwater since the gods were imprisoned, at least.
Probably.
I can't believe all this is underwater. If the enchantments containing this place ever failed.
They shouldn't, but they might. On top of that, we're looking for a killer. How sure are we that this is a good idea?
Oh god.
We want to kill a pair of gods. Maybe a demon is just what we need.
Not seeing anything down that hole. All right. That's where I want to go. Before we head over there, I don't have anything new. Alright. Well, before we go there, this is probably where I'm going to end it this episode. So, thanks for watching, and until next time, bye.